Well, you don't want the 9 of clubs, because you threw the 9 of diamonds and a 9 of spades. And I figured...
What?
The 9 of clubs, it's gotta be safe.
Fasten your seatbelt, please.
You said it, honey. I don't want to fall out of this thing.
You're always trying.
Go ahead, it's your play. You want to take it? Doesn't put you out, does it?
Rummy.
It's murder. I'm Schneider. You caught me with $1 million. 10, 20, 30, 40. Come on, one more fast hand.
We're landing.
You know, these planes are too fast. I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China.
Keep counting.
46. 48.
Attention, please. EWA Flight 20. The Skyliner from Los Angeles, Albuquerque, Kansas City, Chicago. Arriving gate 10.
Wow, thanks for everything. So long. See you on the way back.
Goodbye, Mr. Raft.
George, why don't you learn how to play Paviash? It's a better game, not all luck. Rummy. That's a water play at Rummy's.
Down here, please. Thanks.
Where's the telegram?
No telegram. Just wanted your autograph, George.
Okay, Junior.
Smart kid.
There he is. Hi, George.
Hi, George.
Hiya, Georgie.
Hello, Tommy.
How's it, Ed? Fine, George. Hiya, killer.
Great. How'd you guys know we're coming?
Hello, George. Have you got a story?
No, Bob. I just in for a couple of days.
A vacation or a suspension?
I'll let you know tomorrow.
How about a picture of you alone, Mr. Raft? Right over here, please.
Oh, you better get the killer in it. He's in a new line of business. He can use the advertising.
You quit acting, Mike? That is news. Good news.
He's a merchant.
What do you mean, merchant, George? I don't sell no dry goods.
Quiet and turn on the personality. Come on, get your good side in. That's it. All right, gentlemen, hold it around. That's it. You're a cutie. Come on.
Let's go, George. How's the trip, boy?
Everything's ready for you, Mr. Raft.
Boy.
Mr. Raft, sweet. 1014.
Hello, Mr. Raft.
Hello, Andy.
Say, George, we were figuring maybe you'd like to go up to Harlem tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you fellas haven't planned anything.
We got a lot of sleeping to do tonight. George has got some big business in the morning.
How about making it tomorrow night?
Sure. Anything you say, George.
Oh, swell. We'll take in all the spots and make a night of it.
We'll pick you up about 5:30 then, huh, George?
Oh, good. And thanks for coming down to the plains.
All right.
And Ed, tell little Eddie I'll call him in the morning.
Well, I sure will. See you tomorrow. So long, George.
And don't give us any of that California stuff about going to bed early.
One night's sleep is enough for anybody.
Some telegrams for you, Mr. Raft.
Oh, thanks.
You know how everybody knew you were in town? It's in Winchell's column.
What does he say?
Georgie Raft is coming east to put on his caravan of sports for Uncle Sam. How does he know those things? Is that why we came in New York?
That's part of it.
Well, what are we doing in New York? I thought Uncle Sam was in Washington.
That kid gets around.
Like the song Crosby sings. Is he this? Is he that? And he turns out to be Mr. Whiskers. Bad news?
Uh-huh.
You know, I never have a telegram wait for me when I get to a hotel. Next time I'm going to have my girl send me one. Makes a guy feel big.
Here, read these.
Thanks.
Hello, Mr. Raft.
Hiya, Doug.
Hiya, killer.
Hello.
No, I can't make it. But I'll be there tomorrow night. Goodbye.
How about a game before we hit the hay? I'll owe you $415,250.19. This time we'll play for 100 a point on the books or a penny a point in cash.
What time is it?
11:45. I'd feel like a hick going to bed before 12.
Will do you good.
I wonder if they have any fun.
Who?
Hicks. You know, them peasants from Jersey and places like that.
They have all the fun.
You're kidding. They stay hicks all their lives.
Is that bad?
Well, it ain't good. No matter where you run into them. New York, Hollywood, Chicago. They're always blabbing about their hometowns. Why?
I guess they remember the nice times they had. Nice people they knew. Places they grew up in. Where they found it good or tough. Remember the things that happened to them. Then they go back and get a kick out of those things.
You never did that, did you, George?
No, but I think I will. You better go to bed.
Where you going? You didn't grow up with a lot of hicks.
The biggest hicks in the world come from where I grew up.
What are you talking about? Where?
Broadway.
Can you spare a little change? I just got
3 cents and you got to get to Staten Island. The same old spiel, huh, Wingy?
Georgie Raft.
Hiya, Buster.
How you been, boy?
Fine. How's things with you?
Well, since the war, things have been pretty good. People are listening to other people's troubles more. They get a bang out of helping you. Say, I'm glad to see you. You still in the chips?
Well, I'm doing all right.
Oh, no. No, Georgie. Not from a pal. That's against my policy. Well, thanks just the same. Well, I see you in all your pictures.
Any complaints?
No, you're a good actor, Georgie. You're an artist.
Wingy, if you would have told me that 10 years ago, I'd have agreed with you. Look, there's a setup.
Pardon me, young man, but would you do me a great service?
Surely.
I only have 3 cents in my pocket, and I live in Staten Island. I just need 7 cents more. Thank you.
Paper, paper, get your paper. MacArthur launches new attack. Get your paper here. Paper, paper, read all about it. MacArthur launches new attack. Paper, get your paper, mister.
No, Pop. A friend told me to give you this.
Half a C? What's a gimmick?
No gimmick. He said he owed it to you.
Nobody ever owed me that much money in my life.
Oh, this guy has to swipe a paper every day while you're in Barney's getting coffee.
Don't pull that. Barney's been closed up for years.
Oh, this has been some time back.
Ain't counterfeit.
Oh, it's legit.
Who was this guy?
Oh, just a hoofer. He's got a conscience.
Sounds fishy to me. I never knew hoofers had a conscience.
Neither did I, Pop.
Paper, get your paper. Hey.
Looking for something?
No, I'm just looking around.
There's not much to see.
That depends on what you're looking for.
Oh, does it that? Are you the gentleman that's putting the bowling alley in here?
No, I'm just a sightseer.
This is a poor place to go looking for sights, unless you'd call me one.
So they're putting a bowling alley in here, huh?
That's what they tell me. It used to be a cloakroom with lockers and places to wash up and all that. And before that, it was a billiard academy. And before that, a place where a man could take his own picture. And way back, it used to be a miniature golf course.
It was a nightclub once.
Yes, it was. That was in the good old days during Prohibition. They called it the,
Paradise.
That's right, the Paradise. After 2 or 3 drinks of that hoosh they were selling then, anything seemed like paradise, I guess.
I thought it was bigger than this. But I haven't been here in a long time.
No. The dance floor was right out here. You should have seen them big butter nag men and their ladies.
And the sugar daddies from Wall Street. And the gorillas and their moths. And the $1,000 bills.
And the killings. Oh, the gutters used to run over with blood and booze.
They certainly did.
And now we look back on those times as the good old days.
You didn't work here then?
No. I was a shirt maker till my eyes went bad. A lot of the boys wore me $40 silk shirts. I made them for the quick and the dead.
With monograms and letters that big.
That was the golden age for a man in my profession, son. Tough guys in silk shirts.
This was a tough joint.
You knew the place then?
Like the inside of my hand.
Bet you had a lot of fun right in this room.
No. This room was for the chumps. The real stuff went on back there. I was a dancer in the show.
You were you? I bet you remember a lot of great nights.
I sure do.
Some you'll never forget.
I'll never forget one. It was the night after the Tunney Dempsey fight.
This real stuff is hard to get the cork out.
Okay, partner. Okay, partner. Let me see your paper.
Why don't you get your own paper?
I couldn't find one in the subway.
I knew Jeannie would win. I told you so, but you wouldn't believe me.
Yeah, I bet on Jack, so what?
So you lost.
Don't forget it on payday.
Don't worry, you'll get your $2.
I better, not in dimes either.
Oh, I knew he'd win. He's so handsome.
He didn't knock him out, though.
Oh, look, those gentlemen there, they were knocked out.
They weren't gentlemen, dear, and they aren't knocked out.
They're dead.
Machine guns roar in Chicago gangster war. Gang czar survives blast.
And Chicago's a tough town. They play for keeps.
That Loopy Luigi used to come in here years ago. Nick always cooked him pancakes with jelly in them, and say, boy, he used to eat them by the dozen.
Maybe that's why he's so flat now.
Gee, I'll bet they'll have a beautiful funeral, though. 3 at once.
3's my lucky number.
Well, it wasn't theirs.
Do you remember Bronxy White's funeral?
I remember. They had 12 carriages just to carry away the flowers.
12? They had 14. I went to it, and oh, boy, did I cry.
Was Broxy a friend of yours, Lil?
I never saw him before in my life.
Yeah.
I came in on sort of a pass, and I figured he'd have a swell flash finish, so I gave out. Like any trooper would.
Hello, Joe. Joe, get my coffee.
Yes, sir. Number one wants his coffee.
Oh, just practicing, that's all, Nick.
Hello, everybody practice. Go on, everybody.
All right, girls. Another day, another dollar. Come on, form a line and follow my tempo. All right, Lil. Give us a pickup, will you?
Everybody dance faster, faster, faster. And show the deeds. The deeds.
Don't worry, Nick. We'll be great tonight.
Right. Last night, pooey.
All right, Lil. Give it on faster. Come on, kids, faster.
How can we go without Billy?
Yes, where is she?
Wait a minute. Where is who? You. One of you is missing.
Miss Billy Moore ain't dropped in yet.
How do you like that? I forgot to tell her about the rehearsals.
Oh, no, you didn't. She just forgot to come.
Quiet
She
now.
was there when you told me.
Well, if she's too good to rehearse, so am I.
Please, stop. Once a week I ask you to rehearse. Once a week, and what happens? Nothing happens.
Oh, don't worry about Billy. She knows the number.
She knows the number. My congratulations. I know the number too, but I can't dance it. And then she comes in, she goes out. She's fired.
You're a real pal.
And tomorrow night we will have another rehearsal again. And who is not in is out. It's fired.
I ought to knock your teeth right down your throat.
If you do, you'll lose your fingers.
Break it up.
Let me take a nickel, will you? That's 30 cents I owe you.
It's 35.
Ruby's right. What's fair for one is fair for all.
Oh, if you babes could dance half as good as Billy could, you wouldn't have to worry about rehearsing either.
Oh, we should knock our brains out while she plays ladies.
Stop squawking, now buy a drink. Hey, Joe, bring us up around.
Okay.
Look, it talks. Maybe it can cook, too.
And the first thing I've heard her say since she's been here.
Yeah, I thought you were deaf and dumb, at least dumb.
I worked in nightclubs before. It don't pay to talk too much.
Don't it?
Pennsylvania, 5,000.
Lil.
Huh?
You gotta go to the front for Billy with Nick.
I never interfere in Nick's business. If I start that, I'll end up by marrying the poor guy.
Why don't you?
Oh, no. He's too nice for me to pull a dirty trick like that on him.
Oh, he'd be getting all the best of it.
Well, I nearly did it once. Had a couple of drinks one night and got sentimental over the old boy. So we started. But before I got to Jersey, I got sober. Oh, boy, I was so scared. I took the pledge.
You'd make a swell wife.
Wouldn't I look the nuts in a bungalow apron?
Pennsylvania, 5,000. Hey, Joe, where's that hooch?
He must be down in the laundry making it.
I said Pennsylvania, 5,000. Hold it. Pennsylvania, 5,000.
You know I never touch it.
George,
Thanks.
I'll take one myself. It's smooth.
Is that for the act?
It's a new step for the turn, like this.
Well, you better stop looking for new steps and start looking for a new partner.
Why?
In case Billy decides to retire.
You kidding?
Crandall's turning on a lot of heat.
I said Pennsylvania, 5,000, not 9,000.
Some John wants to take her out. There's no reason why she shouldn't go.
Crandall's no John.
Well, the act comes first with her, the same as it does with me.
Sure. A ballroom team is every hooper's ambition.
Besides, we made an agreement to...
Oh, sure. Working partners. Nothing personal.
Yeah, she tell you?
No. I've seen a lot of boy and girl teams in my day.
Well, that's the way it is with us.
Yeah, the act comes first. Go on. You're so crazy about it you can't see straight.
Not me.
No, not you.
No.
No, not much.
I did put in my nickel.
Sorry, I gave it to her.
Pennsylvania Hotel? Mr. Ladislaus Talazarik's room, please. Huh? Talazaric.
Say, Toots, you can't find a guy with a name like that in a hotel. He's at Ellis Island.
Yeah, that's right. Ladislaus.
Here's your entrance, Billy.
Hi, kids. Where's everybody?
Where have you been?
Oh, out and around. Gee, I had a wonderful time. We had dinner in a big dining room in the hotel, and the orchestra played all my favorite numbers. Oh, I thought I was dreaming.
It's awful when you wake up, baby.
Were you out with Steve Crandall?
Uh-huh. Gee, he's cute.
Cute, that does it. Guess we'll go up and get dressed.
Hey, Nick wasn't sore, was he?
He was until I talked him out of it. I better give you a little advice.
I better get dressed.
I wonder if that tomato gave me a phony name. Billy! Hey, Billy, you nearly caused a riot tonight.
Well, Steve said he'd watch the time.
Oh, where'd you go?
Oh,
Oh, never mind that. Now that you're here, hurry up.
Billy, Billy, come here. Come here. You are here. And don't think you are going to stay here, because you are not.
Oh, please, Mr. Verhausen, I promise it won't happen again.
Rules are rules. You are fired.
Sorry if I kept the young lady late, Nicholas.
I mean, it shouldn't happen again. Please, get dressed. Hurry up.
Well, shall I help you pack?
No, I'm still here, pal.
Hope I didn't keep her from rehearsals, Nick.
What difference does that make? If it's you, it's all right. Anything I can do for you, I better do it, no?
You're going to do me a big favor, Nicholas.
Sure, Mike. As long as I don't get involved in something.
Let's see how involved you can get in arranging a supper for some friends of mine.
This I can do.
Oh, we'll use the party room. It's quiet and private there.
Some gentlemen and some ladies.
Fine gentlemen from Chicago and wonderful ladies, Nicholas. Wonderful.
Good, good. I will go in my office and make out a menu. A wonderful menu. We will have a soup, a steak, some salad.
If you go out at it, you don't have to rehearse.
Listen to Jealous talking.
Oh, she's just sore 'cause Steve gave her the air.
Where do you get off jumping me?
If you don't keep that big trap of yours shut, I'm gonna knock your block off.
Oh, yeah? Oh, hire a hall.
Quit your fighting, girls. So after the last show.
And pancakes with jelly for me.
Jelly for you. And then nice strudel and coffee, and that's all.
Plenty of liquid refreshment now. Don't forget that.
That you understand.
Here, Nick, put that in the office, will you?
Looking over the house?
Yeah, I thought I might see some friends of mine out there.
Would you do me a favor?
What?
Well, you're a big shot, and this may seem funny.
Go ahead, I'd like to laugh.
Well, I wish you'd kind of lay off a certain little girl in the show.
Why?
Well, you're interfering with her career.
Dancing in this joint? Do you call that a career?
Dancing out of this joint with an act of your own is.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that act.
Well, if she'll work hard and stick to dancing, I can take that girl places. She can dance, and I got enough talent to take her the rest of the way.
Oh, so that's what you got. Talent, huh? It's a nice idea, fella, but it's only an idea.
With our act, it's more than just an idea. We'll wind up in a Broadway musical, with our name up in lights, and making real dough. And maybe even in pictures.
Doing that?
It might help.
And maybe you won't get any place at all.
Well, if you leave my partner alone, give us a chance to
I
try.
like your partner. Maybe I can do more for it than you can.
Maybe you'll make a tramp out of it, too.
Keep out of my business, Hooper.
And you keep out of mine.
You give me a kick. I'm giving a party tonight. Stick around and do some clowning for us. That way I'll get a chance to see your act.
You can catch it in a new Ziegfeld show about 2 months from now.
Yeah? Here. Find me a couple of tickets with that.
You won't need any tickets. Just tell the guy at the box office you knew me once. He'll give you a couple of passes.
The parade is coming. All 4 trucks. If that stuff passed the spot drop by drop, it'd take hours. Why?
What's that?
The booze is here.
They're going around the block like they was on a merry-go-round, waiting for us to give them the office to pull in.
Get Nick.
Hello, Steve.
How are you, Maisie?
I'm looking for Joe.
Oh.
Joe!
Why should I am behind this? Because the man wants to see you. And when the man wants to see you, that's the business.
Joe!
Hello! Not so noisy.
You want me, boss?
No, I don't want anybody. Get the bathroom fixed. Come on.
Joe, what's the matter? You deep? Get me a sandwich. Ham on rye.
Get it up.
That's 60 cents I owe you.
That's 70 cents.
Dolph, go up and flag those trucks in.
Hello, boys. All dressed up for the party?
There's a load coming in. Get the boys up on the platform.
Okay. Larry, Sally, on the platform. Come on, Frenchie.
You want me too?
Yeah, you too. Do you want me now, Steve? I don't want to be involved.
Stick around.
Of course, I stick around. But can I go back to my office?
The man said stick around. Didn't you hear what the man said?
Porky, help Dolph cover those trucks.
Me? But that's not my department, boss.
The man said go. Didn't you hear what the man said?
I'm going. Ain't I going now? I heard what the man said.
Hey, Nick, come here. We got good merchandise this time. Real scotch.
Scotch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a McCoy. I got it from a pal of mine.
From a pal? Mm-hmm. You bought it from a pal?
No, he gave it to me.
I better go back to my office. Your pal maybe come around. I don't want to be involved. Not with hijack stuff. No.
You're not involved, Nick. Stick around.
Scar Edwards sells scotch? No?
No. From now on, we sell it.
Gee, that's trouble. Shooting trouble. Why did they make prohibition?
For guys like me. You know, Nick, I don't know why I work so hard just to make you wealthy. Maybe it's because someday I might make you the fall guy.
Fall guy? What is it, fall guy?
He's the boss when the heat's on, and he bounces when there's bouncing to be done.
That's nice, Steve, my pal. Thanks. But you be the big boss. Fall guy, he falls. That's me?
Yeah, that's right. Nick, you stay here and check this stuff in.
Please, I take your word. You are an honest man. I don't have to stay here and check it. Of course, if you want me to, please.
Bob.
Yeah?
Break open one of those cases and send a bottle up to the office.
Okay, Steve. Say, how do I look?
Elegant. Porky, help Nick check this stuff.
Anything you say, Steve. Well, come on. What do you expect me to do? Add it up on my fingers? Give me the pencil.
Pencil.
Expecting fireworks from Scar?
This ain't the 4th of July. Who ever heard of fireworks in September? When we started selling above 125th Street, what happened? Nothing.
Now, this jolt is tougher to take.
He'll take it.
Keep the change.
Fellows stand for a push, he'll take a slap. But suppose he does try to make trouble.
Not like that.
All right, then stop worrying. All I know is tonight I own 1,000 cases of whiskey I didn't own last night, and that's good enough for me. Hello, Scar. We were just talking about you.
Stand there.
You can put that away. I'm not loaded.
Dolph's the kind of a guy that likes to make sure, that's all.
Came down here to talk business.
Oh, well, sit down. It's a little late at night for that one. I'm always glad to accommodate an old friend.
Last month, you moved into my territory. We had a deal.
Deal ran out. People uptown were complaining about the service. They were thirsty, and we helped them out, that's all.
I let you get away with that.
Listen, Scar, I'm starting to operate big, and when you operate big, people let you get away with a lot of things because they can't stop you.
I didn't try to stop you.
Ancient history, booze under the bridge, fella.
You hijacked my trucks tonight. Grab my stuff.
It's right next door. Why don't you ask the boys to give it back to you? Maybe they will, and maybe they won't. The boys are funny about those things.
I want to make a deal. I want to sell you the stuff.
Oh, that's a new twist. It's like trying to sell a pickpocket your watch after he's ripped it.
That stuff's the McCoy. I got every dollar I made in this racket tied up in it.
What's the deal?
Pay me the dough I got tied up in that stuff, and I quit. You have the whole thing to yourself. Don't pay me, and we declare war.
How much?
$50 a case.
I ain't got that much dough in one lump.
Well, I'll take $10,000 now and $10,000 a week till we're even.
Oh, on the installment plan, huh?
I'll give you a chance to peddle it.
It's a deal.
That stuff you grabbed was my last load. Been planning to quit.
What are you gonna do, buy a farm and raise chickens or something?
Something like that.
Do you know what I like about this car? The way you trust me.
I don't trust you.
That's what I mean. How do you know I'll keep up my payments?
You'll keep them up, all right. The first time you miss one, I'll go to the cops and clean up the Batelli killing. I'll tell them who knocked Bronxy White off.
You're a pretty smart guy at that, Scar, using the law as your collection agent.
I'll sing like a bird if you don't pay off.
Okay. There's your first installment.
Okay. When do I get the second installment? The end of the week?
Oh, right now, sucker. As if I'd buy anything on the installment plan. That's for clerks. Who is it?
It's me, Joe, at the bottle.
What took you so long, Joe?
This real stuff is harder to get the cork out of.
How's it look, all right?
It looks like good stuff, Mr. Crandall.
Wooly, how about you? One quick one. Seems like your friend passed out here, don't it?
Yeah, it looks like he had enough.
Too much, I'd say. Take that one yourself, Joe.
Thanks.
Come on. The fellow I got this from said it was good merchandise. Here's health.
He didn't lie, Mr. Crandall. This stuff is the real McCoy, and I'm the guy that can tell.
You want to know something, Joe? If the fellow I got this from could hear you say that, you'd make him the happiest man in the world.
Thanks.
Take the bottle with you, Joe, will you?
Yes. He's stinking.
There was a smart giving it to him in here, Steve.
Shut up.
I just said it wasn't.
Stop saying anything and waltz him out of here. Come on. Drive this around the block. Park it, then duck, will you?
Okay.
Keep him back in that cab. Nobody will spot that monkey, so go on.
Hey, somebody stole my truck!
Don't blast, boys. You'll have a million cops around here.
Yeah, but he got the truck.
So why they don't belong to us? Take the rest of those trucks out and ditch them. Come on, fellas.
Okay.
After we do the second number, we'll do this. Then we'll sock him with the Charleston for an encore. Huh?
I suppose so.
What do you mean you suppose so?
Look, we're a long way from doing encores. You can't even get a tryout date for the act.
Well, we're not ready yet. You got to work a little harder on it.
Until I'm as good as you are?
Well, sure. You'll learn a little bit every day.
Suppose the act is just a pipe dream, George.
Well, who's been feeding you that stuff?
Nobody.
Why, we can't miss. I've been planning this act for years. Oh, you're not getting cold on the proposition, are you?
No, but even if we do get the act booked, we still have to go on rehearsing.
Oh, chasing around those big shots is better, huh?
Look, I've been out with Steve 3 times for supper. He likes to have laughs. I like to have laughs. Now, what's wrong with that?
You might fall for him. Other dames have.
Well, is that any of your business?
You're my partner, ain't you?
Yes, and everything is strictly business.
Oh, I'm just trying to steer you straight, that's all. When fun interferes with the act comes first.
You must eat and sleep that act.
Sure I do. I started dancing to keep warm when I was a kid selling papers. I said then I was going to be big someday, and I'll still say it.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to fly off the handle.
Oh, that's okay.
I'd better get dressed.
Oh, how about rehearsing tonight after the show for an hour or so?
Anything you say, partner.
Then we can go and have some chop suey afterwards.
Oh, that's for me.
You said you are waiting for Mr. Crandall.
Sure.
Did he invite you to eat?
No.
Then don't eat. Put back.
Shame on you, Harry.
Oh, I was just practicing.
Nick.
Huh? Hello? Joe, we get some flowers for the table. Come on.
Let's see it, Harry. Come on. Hey, that's a nice piece of goods. Where's it from?
Off an English stand who was staying in Florida.
Well, imported, huh? How much?
Well, $1,000 to you, Steve. $1,500 to anybody else. I could get $2,000 for it if I wanted to break it up.
Sold.
Those are all pure blue whites. Paper said the insurance company paid off $10,000 on it.
Uh-huh. It's $500 on account.
Oh, now look, Steve, my business is strictly cash. $500 on account of what?
$500 on account of that's all you're gonna get.
Now, I don't cut prices for nobody. I work hard for that stuff.
Explain things to him, Porky.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Porky. No, $500 is not enough for that thing. I told you about the insurance company.
If you don't give me more room to do my sign, Death, I'm gonna crack this shin bone.
More room, you dance like a Dutch windmill.
Quit beefing and keep time with the music, the both of you.
Billy.
Can you hold my cane there while I fix my tie?
Got a little birthday present for you.
Well, you're a little early, Steve. My birthday's not till December.
Every day's your birthday if you're a good friend of mine.
Oh, is it real?
Sure, it's real. I got it from Tiffany's.
Tiffany's?
Yeah, you like it?
Like it? Are you kidding?
Yeah. I'm having a little party tonight right after the show. I want you to wear this. You'll be guest of honor.
Hey, Billy, break it up.
Please, girls, smile at the gentleman.
Smile at him. That's all we can do to keep from laughing out loud at him.
Come on, kids, we're on.
Where'd you park the hearse?
Around the corner in 48th. You still got that gun on you?
Why?
Better let me get rid of it. Look.
What am I supposed to do? Sew up my pockets because there's a cop in the other room?
He might know something.
If he did, he wouldn't be wearing a badge.
Cigars? Cigarettes?
Hello, Mary.
Oh, what are you doing here?
That's what I keep asking myself about you. Why don't you get a decent job?
Why don't you?
Let me look in those Irish eyes and see if you're still on the level.
Save your third degrees for your crooks, Mr. McCorn.
Oh! You're still on the level, honey.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
Hello, Nick.
You look fine. Here's a nice table. Sit down. We have a long talk.
Let's go someplace where it's quiet. Too noisy to talk here.
You want to talk to me?
Sure, why not? We haven't talked in a long time. Hello, Eddie. Hello. Waiter. Give me the check, will you? Thanks.
Been busy lately?
Yeah, pretty busy. Bootleggers are starting to kill each other again. It's always a lot of work for me.
I'm just wild about Harry, and Harry's wild about me. The heavenly blisses of his kisses fill me with ecstasy. He's sweet just like chocolate candy, and just like honey from the bee. Oh, I'm just wild about Georgie, and he's just wild about, cannot do without. He's just wild about me.
Nick, have you seen Steve Crandall lately?
Well, not lately, but not so long ago either.
I get it. You mean yes and no, huh?
Exactly.
Hello, Bill.
Why, Dan McCorn, what are you doing around here?
Sort of visiting your boyfriend here.
Oh, don't pinch him. He's the only one around here.
Please, don't say that. Don't pinch me. Why should he pinch me? She's only fooling.
Come on, Lil.
Are you trying to push me off the floor?
Yeah, I'll take a poke at you right now.
Come on, you kids, break it up and get ready for the next number. All right, Lil, you're on.
Hello, Steve.
Well, if it ain't Dan McCorn. How are you, Danny boy?
Scared anybody lately?
What are you doing in here?
Oh, I just dropped in.
Getting awful sociable, aren't you?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Paid the rent, the grocery bill, the butcher. That always makes me feel pretty good.
Why don't you stop worrying about your bills, Dan? Just give him the nick like I told you.
I didn't say that. He gets mad. He won't even take a sandwich. 15 years, nothing, huh?
Thanks for the ad, Nick. How's business?
You know, business, yes and no. But I never complain. No, never in my life.
How's your business, Steve?
Official or personal?
Bootleggers are not in my department, you know that. Unless they're dead.
I'm alive and doing very well, thanks.
Kind of branching out a little bit lately, aren't you?
Mm-mm. I'm very happy with everything I got right here.
Well, I kind of thought maybe taking over that new territory, moving up above 125th Street.
Who'll give you that idea?
Oh, I hear everybody's troubles.
Everybody has trouble. You know what butter costs, you know what sugar costs.
Dan, you don't think I'm the kind of a guy to...
Lets anybody tell you where you can peddle it? No, I don't think that. I just thought taking in that new territory might cause a little trouble, that's all.
What kind of trouble?
Well, that's a bad crowd up there, Steve. Some of them have long records.
Don't worry about Steve. Most of his fellows are not so nice boys either. And they have records.
Dan, tell me something. What's this sudden interest in the liquor racket? Aren't you with the homicide squad anymore?
You seen Scar Edwards lately, Steve?
Who?
Have you?
Yeah, last summer at the racetrack.
Everything was nice and friendly between you two, huh?
Oh, yeah, I give him a tip on a horse that paid 7 to 1.
That was the last time you saw him, huh?
Yeah, that was the last time.
You didn't see him when he was here tonight?
Who?
You didn't, Steve, huh?
No, I didn't.
But Scar Edwards was in here tonight, wasn't he?
Look, Scar and I are good friends, but we don't do business together.
Maybe that's why he came.
You looking for Scar for something?
He wouldn't come here. You can't believe me. He wasn't here almost a year. And don't ask me why. I don't know.
He was in the neighborhood tonight, though. That much I know, because I saw him myself.
Yeah? Where'd you see him?
Under a burlap sack in a truck about 2.5 blocks from here, lying on his face with a slug in his back.
No, please. That?
So they got Scar, huh? I thought Scar was too smart to get bumped off. You know, Danny was an awful nice guy when you got to know him.
Who knocked him off, Steve?
What makes you think I'd know anything about that?
You know what's a funny thing? He didn't have a gun on him. When I got there, the body was still warm.
What time was that?
It was about 20 minutes after 9.
I've been here all night. Ask Nick.
Yes, he came in very early.
I didn't ask you for an alibi. Now that you mention it, let's have it. Who was with you?
Well, there was Dolph, Porky, Billy Moore, some of the girls. Ask them. They'll tell you they saw me.
Oh, just out watching a show. Oh.
What time did you come in here tonight with Steve?
Well, you mean in the place?
Yeah, in the place.
Oh, well, 5 minutes after 8. Yes, that's what it was, just a few minutes after.
Why so positive?
I was out with one of the girls. She was late for rehearsal. Nick was sore about it.
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't lie. You know me. Always the truth. Exactly.
You didn't leave here for just a few minutes, huh?
I didn't leave here at all. What is this, Dan, a 3rd degree?
Yeah, what's the matter? What happened?
Somebody killed Scar Edwards.
Well. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's a tough break.
Very tough.
I liked him. I always said I like him. Very nice boy.
You guys aren't thinking of going in the morning for him, are you?
Is it right if I go outside?
Yeah, go ahead.
You need...
Go ahead. Thanks, Steve. For the cigarette.
Anytime.
Hello, Georgie. How's hoofing?
Hiya, Mr. McCorn. Oh, still picking them up and laying them down.
Who's she? She's new, isn't she?
You like her? Do you want to meet her?
Yeah, redheads kind of appeal to me.
Nice girl, huh? Hello, girl. I like you to meet my old friend, Dan McCorn. Be nice to him.
How are you, Mr. McCorn?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Seems to me I've seen you someplace before.
That's a pretty old one.
No, on the level. You used to dance up at the Golden Bowl, didn't you?
Got the wrong girl, I'm afraid.
Girl, hurry up!
Well, I gotta go change now.
Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing more to talk about. Sorry I took up so much of your time.
Glad to give you all the time you need, Dan. You got your job just same as I got mine. No hard feelings, huh?
Yeah, that's nice. Everybody is good friends.
Sure, everybody.
And that Nick introduced you to tonight, that was a cop. What have you been doing?
Minding my own business. I guess that'll hold her for a while.
Yeah, for about 20 seconds.
Gee! Look what baby's got.
Oh, just a little trinket from a friend, girls.
A little trinket. Looks more like an electric billboard.
You know what it's advertising.
Come on, kids, hit the deck. Come on, hurry up. Show a little pep.
Hey,
Little
Billy,
life.
show George your little trinket.
Steve Crandall gave it to her.
Look, George, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, it's great if you like to be trademarked.
You're not going to keep it, are you?
Of course I am.
You must want to get a grip.
It's just a present. There are no strings tied to it.
Look, Billy, I got to talk a little sense to you.
But is this talk sense? Do we talk sense or do we make a show?
All right, Nick, all right. We'll do a show.
No.
Look, I'm sorry. We have to have an argument just before you do your solo.
Don't worry about that. Just because you're making a sap out of yourself, there's no reason I can't go out there and give the audience everything I got. Here I go. I'll cut 'em deep and let 'em bleed.
The girl on the right end over there.
If you spend as much time chasing murderers as you do chasing girls, it might amount to something.
Mary, dear, I'm beyond all...
Don't dare me. I always knew there was a stage door Johnny under that badge.
Hello?
Hello. Oh, hello, Nick. It's quite a show you got here.
It's terrible. Would you like to see a good show? Lou Kerner's cabaret. Wonderful. Come, I get you a cap. Come.
I like that hoofer of yours. I think he's great.
Oh, Kerner's got the better hoofer.
Yeah? Well, he must have 4 feet.
And girls, huge red hairs. You will see. You can just catch the first show if you hurry. Come.
Nick, you ever been arrested for murder?
Oh, a plenty. What? Arrested? Murder? Me? Dan, please, don't say that.
I already said it.
Dan, please, never any trouble. My conscience is as white as an angel's ghost.
I knew a fellow one time. He wouldn't tell all he knew. He wound up in an awful jam.
I don't know nothing. Please, Dan, don't get me involved.
That's what this guy said when they strapped him in a chair.
In a chair?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everybody to dance, while our old favorite, Miss Lillian Rice and the boys, make it good and hot. Come on, Lil.
Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there isn't, you know her. Show her to me, Dinah.
Did Steve leave here tonight for a few minutes? Say about 9 o'clock?
Please, I don't think so. Maybe it didn't, maybe it didn't.
He's sweating him. Let's break it up.
time. Change your mind about me. Diamond, if you wanted to chime on, then hop an ocean liner.
What are you doing? Giving the place a bad rep?
I thought I might run into somebody that saw Scar Edwards here, that's all.
Scar had been here, we'd have seen him. If we'd have seen him, we'd have said so.
I figure his own boys rubbed him out.
Well, I figure it different. He didn't have a gun on him, see? And that could mean he wasn't expecting anything. Sort of got involved accidentally. What are you so nervous about, Nick?
I'm not nervous. I'm always get like that.
When you talk to a cop?
No. When she thinks.
Yeah, love's a wonderful thing.
Skip the hearts and flowers, Dan. If you think we had anything to do with Scar's killing, why don't you make the pinch now? We'll go down and fix bail and get it over with.
No, when I take them down, I got so much on them they can't fix bail. Nobody springs them, so they stay in.
What are you doing, turning this joint into the coroner's inquest?
No, it isn't that, Steve. But I knew Scar just about as well as I know you. And I'm just as interested in this case as I would be if it were you lying down there in the morgue.
Oh, no, don't be. That's bad luck.
Shut up, Nick. You see, whether a guy shoots square or not, according to the law, ain't the only thing. A fella should get a break. Scar was shot in the back. And Steve, I got one hobby. I like to nail guys that shoot other guys in the back.
So they won't be around to give it to you the same way, huh, Dan?
Naughty! You're a sight for sore eyes. I ain't seen you since that night in Cicero when we took the still apart.
Had a fun, huh?
Fun, it was a panic. This the whole mob?
Yeah, that's a happy. Joe Ludo and Pee-wee. Where's the Pee-wee?
Nice to meet you, Pee-wee.
And the Tony.
Tony?
You know Slug.
How are you, Slug?
Very good. The counselor. He's got a habeas corpus in every pocket.
Keep one for me.
Anytime, my friend. Card. And the Trado. You know Trado.
Trado? He's Trado? I've been reading about you in the papers.
That's a lot of bunk, that newspaper stuff.
How do you like the joint?
Swell layout Steve has here.
Yeah, nice place.
Yeah, let's tear it apart.
Hey, fellas!
Look what the counselor found.
Can I check your hat?
Baby, you can check my hat, my coat, my vest, and my...
Hello, Trado.
Hello, I'm...
My pal Steve. How you doing here?
Well, with you, Renati?
All right. A little bit more, a little bit less. What's the difference? Hello, dog.
Hello, Renati.
What do you say we take the joint over?
Okay, boys, help yourself.
Don't you want to show him the factory first, Steve?
Just around the block.
You wouldn't mind walking that far, would you?
For you, Steve, I walk to the end of the world.
Go ahead.
We got cuties buying a carload. Who's gonna make that Chicago boy
Nice
that
boys.
tastes like gasoline?
I'm Alabama bound.
Excuse me, you know a little.
Sure, go ahead.
Keep right on dancing, folks, and if you can't dance, keep right on trying. Hit it, boys.
How was I?
Oh, you were great. Did you hear them?
Now, don't kid me. You know that you put me over.
Oh, it might have helped, but they loved you. Why, if you were 10 years younger, I'd make you my partner, and we'd wow them.
Little.
Yeah?
You were wonderful. Always the same, always wonderful.
Don't you ever run out of baloney, Nick?
No, Bellow. Really wonderful. Go up now. Take off your shoes and have a nice rest.
Whatever you say, Ducky.
How'd they go, Lil?
Not bad. But I'll be glad when I can take these shoes off and keep them off.
Aren't you going to Steve's party tonight?
Not me. My party days are over.
The last time he gave us all gold cigarette cases. I hocked mine, got $35 for it.
Come on, kids, you got 10 minutes.
Going to the party tonight?
No, I got other things to do.
Your partner's going.
Well, I can't afford not to go. My room rent's due.
George, we can rehearse tomorrow.
Sure, we can rehearse tomorrow.
I have to go tonight.
Of course.
I won't stay late, but I have to show up.
Go ahead, show up.
You see, I'm guest of honor. That's why I gave you the bracelet.
Oh. That's why I gave it to you. Now, I'll tell one.
Are you trying to make a fool out of me?
You don't need any help.
All right, then. I'm going with Steve, and I'm going to have a good time. And if you don't like it, just say so.
I ain't got anything to say. Go ahead and get ready for the next number.
Say, mind if I tell you something?
Well, make it fast.
You've been kind of nice to me since I've been here.
I'm nice to everybody.
Try being a little nicer to Steve Crandall.
Oh, I see. You're falling for him, too.
I just know that if you interfere in his business, you're going to get hurt.
Then tell him to stop interfering in my business, or maybe he'll be the one that'll get hurt.
Hello.
Oh,
You get my note?
yeah, I got it.
Go ahead and phone if you like. It's all right.
Wasn't anything important. I, have to go up and get ready for the next number.
Seen Scar Edwards lately?
Who?
Have you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know who I am, I guess so, don't you?
Yeah, sure I know. You're a cop.
I know who you are, too. You're Scar Edwards' girl. I've seen you with him a dozen times when you were dancing up at the Golden Bowl.
Suppose I am. It isn't a crime, is it?
No, I didn't mean that. But you're down here for a reason. What is it?
You're not going to nick with us, are you?
Have you and Scar split?
No. And would you mind calling him Jim?
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's the way it is, huh? You're sort of keeping an eye on the place for Scott? I mean Jim. Is that it?
He don't trust them.
Trust you, though, huh?
Sure, we're going to be married. He's going to quit and go into some decent business.
Oh. So that's what he had in mind, huh?
You don't want him for anything. Nothing's happened to him.
Do you have to go out there and sing and dance some more tonight?
Sure, I have the show to finish.
Well, you go right ahead. I won't take up any more of your time. Sorry for butting in, Mrs. Edwards.
Not Mrs. Edwards until he quits. But that'll be soon.
Sure it will.
You and I can do a lot of business.
Sure, Steve.
I'll take care of the Chicago legal end, but good.
I see you're still here.
Yeah, I'm just hanging around.
Everybody'd like you a lot better if you'd hang around someplace else.
Just thought I'd say hello to the boys. You're a long way from Chicago, Junior.
Well, just a vacation. No business at hand.
And you, Trado. As long as you're on my beat, wear mittens. You know, mittens to cover up that itchy finger.
That's a lot of bunk.
Now, wait a minute, Dan. These fellows are all pals of mine.
I know, Steve. They're all pals of mine, too. I used to run most of them out of town in the old days. You're a new kisser. Where are you from?
South Side, Chicago.
Another hick, huh? What'd you do, rob some waiter's grave?
No, I stole it from a policeman's widow.
Why don't you stop needling my friends, Dan?
Just getting acquainted, Steve. Part of my job. Someday we're going to find you spread out in the gutter with a slug in your back. And it's going to be up to me to check up on which one of your friends did the job. See you around again sometime, gentlemen.
You know what that cop just did? He insulted us. And that's no way for a servant of the people to treat private citizens.
He's a pretty fresh guy.
He's just trying to steam somebody.
Yeah, that's all it is.
He's a tough cop, all right.
Why is he hanging around here, Steve?
There's no heat around this place, is there?
No heat, Counselor.
Then what's he doing here?
Just that way, that's all.
A certain would-be wise guy by the name of Scar Edwards got himself killed tonight.
Oh, gee, Bill.
What happened?
Oh, get her some water, quick. I'll get her some whiskey. Water will kill her. Oh.
You all right, Pearl?
Rub her hands, George.
Come on, kids, get back and give us some air.
What'd you do, faint? I tripped on the stairs.
She's okay. Just took a little trip, huh?
Turned my ankle, that's all.
Come on, boys, let the hooper take care of her.
Come on, Doctor. Come on, girls, you're on in a minute. Hurry up, line up.
You'll meet the girls right after the show. Nick, take them up and get them a drink. Come on, bro.
These gentlemen, these good boys.
Is that hurt?
It's all right now.
Well, it didn't take long to get better.
This good boy wants that blonde baby to come with him.
You heard of what Steve said, huh?
Ah, Steve.
Come on, now, hurry up. Here's your party favors, girls. The yarn of green C-notes.
Oh, $100 bill?
One for each of you.
That's what I call being practical. Oh, don't do that.
I'll give you half now and half when the party's over. How's that?
That's all right with me.
Yeah, but who do you have to kill for the other half?
Nobody. Just make sure my friends enjoy the evening, that's all. Hey, Pearl, make good and you get the other half.
I'll make good, all right.
Billy?
I already have my favor, Steve.
Okay. I'll save it for you.
Hurry up, Lil. Come on, girls, get ready for the entrance. Santa Claus will still be here when you're through.
Still going strong. Now, I wonder why it is every time one of those tough boys gets drunk, they always start singing tenor.
Maybe that's because they're all canaries at heart.
You know, those kids are crazy to go to parties like that.
Most of them need the dough too much to turn it down.
I wish I had $1 for every good time, Charlie, I drank under the table in my day. Of course, that was when liquor wasn't half potato juice and half poison.
Oh, that gig of water don't bother me.
Me neither. Not since the time I almost got myself married to Nick.
That was enough to keep you sober for life, eh?
Sure. He's too nice for me to hook. Besides, if I marry him, I'm going to give up my career. And it's hard on us old fire horses to quit, eh, kid?
Take my tip, you're grabbing.
What are you sticking around here like a night watchman for?
I got a date.
Why don't you go home and forget it and straighten it out tomorrow?
I'm straightening it out tonight. Oh, why are you sticking around?
I'm waiting for Nick. He's afraid for me to go home alone. I guess we're in for a long wait.
Yeah. Well, come on in my room. I got some coffee.
I want to drink to all the nice gentlemen and make them welcome in my place. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we...
I want to make a toast to Steve Crandall. He's hoping he makes a plenty of money and he'll live to spend it. Everybody stand up and take the drink or I knock the block out.
To Steve.
Ah, he's a fine fellow, good pal. We're going to do plenty of business together. And besides, I love him. Now, everybody making a song. Come on, sing. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Sir, love me, baby. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Yes, sir, we recite love and we will write it. Yes, sir, we're writing now.
Too bad about your ankle, kid.
Yes, sir, that's my baby, no, sir, don't mean baby. Yes, sir, that's my baby. Nice girl. I'm going to give you a break.
What kind of a break?
I like you. A big break.
Let me go.
Oh, I think you're a nice girl. Come on, one of these keys.
Leave me alone. Take your hands off me. I want to take that stuff.
Come on.
Play off, Renati.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. She's with me.
Well, I'm with you, too. I'm your pal. So one little kiss from baby.
She don't want to be sociable, huh?
She's my girl.
I hear you say that before. So what? You want to make some trouble, Steve?
I want you to leave her alone, so leave her alone or we'll tangle.
Fight, huh? Fight over a girl? No, Steve, we don't fight. She's too skinny to fight about. Everybody sit down. Me and Steve, we take a drink. Salute.
Salute. I'll be back.
Say, let's try this one. When Irish eyes are smiling. Hit it, Professor.
You didn't mean any harm, Billy.
Thanks, Steve.
Come on back. It won't happen again.
No, I don't want to go back.
Now, look, kid. Nothing's going to happen to you while I'm around. I'm your guy. That's the way it's going to be from now on, too. I'd do murder for you, Billy.
Don't say that, Steve.
No, I mean it. I would.
Get me out of here.
All right, you go change your clothes. Then we'll go someplace where it's quiet till you calm down, huh?
All right, Steve. Don't, Steve, please.
It won't do you any good to get sore. Kiss her goodbye and forget her. And get a new partner for the act.
I don't want a new partner. I'm looking for years to find somebody who could really dance.
Now's your chance.
How's the party?
George, are you still here?
Sure, I didn't have anything else to do.
Oh, you shouldn't have waited around all night.
Well, I didn't mind. We had a date, remember?
I wish I'd kept it.
Well, there's still time. Of course, it's too late to practice, but we can get the chop suey.
I have to let Steve take me home.
What do you mean you have to?
Well, he's waiting for me.
Let him wait.
Oh, I can't do that. He'd get sore.
Well, tell him you changed your mind.
No, he might do something to you.
I'll worry about that.
Look, George, he's not like I thought he was. He's not nice at all. I'll get rid of him. I'll make him put me in a cab.
No, I'll tell him he's out. Then he'll know where he stands.
I got in this jam myself, and I'm going to get out of it myself.
You get dressed. I'll be back in a few minutes.
But he's mad at something. He'll take it all out on you.
Will you stop worrying about me?
You tried to tell me what I was up against, and I wouldn't listen.
So you made a mistake. That's the way to learn.
So I'm not going to make another mistake and let you get hurt. No, I'll go with him, and I'll be all right as long as nothing happens to you.
Now you're really talking like a partner.
Then you won't do anything.
Not if you say no.
And we'll meet in the morning.
Anything you say, partner.
That cop isn't around the whole neighborhood asking questions. Who's that guy think he is?
He find out anything?
I don't know. He's been in and out of this joint a dozen times. Always a different table, a different waiter, and the same questions.
Well, that's all right. Let him nose around a while.
We didn't have nothing to do with bumping off Scar Edwards, did we?
Scar was our pal.
Was he? Gee, I didn't know that. I always thought he was a... Look out, boss.
I got a message for you.
Don't come sneaking around here with your message, or else you're liable to get
It's from Miss Moore. She told me to tell you that she was sorry, but she just remembered she had made a previous engagement.
She did? With who?
With me.
Look, Cooper, you've been horning into my business too much lately. I tried to warn you. Now, maybe I can convince you with this.
He's convinced.
I always wanted to try a guy your size.
Oh, so you want to fight it, huh? Be a pleasure to fold you up and tuck you away where nobody'd ever think of looking for you.
You're a game guy with that gun.
You think that's the difference? I'll prove to you you're wrong. Here. Now you got it.
I don't need it.
Don't put it down or I'll pick it up and use it on you. Go on, use it. Makes everything final. It'll end our argument. All you gotta do is pull the trigger. Go ahead, it's loaded. See, you can't pull it. You're full of that stuff about a Broadway show and that Billy kid. And you know if you pull it, you'll fry for it. And if you don't, one of the boys will get you before you get out of the joint. Okay, you got us covered. My roll's in my inside pocket.
What's the matter, boys? Some trouble?
Hello, Dan. Just a friendly little argument, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
So friendly, you gotta use this, huh? What's the matter with you?
That's not my gun.
That's what they all say. Why, the guy comes in here blazing, Dan, throws that heater on us and says hoist. We're being peaceable citizens. What do? We hoist.
That's right. Forky and I are in here talking. He comes in and says you gotta have some money to leave town, and I gotta give it to him. I told him I'd give him a couple of bucks. He says it wasn't enough. He wants to blow, but I don't know what he wants to blow for.
Okay, I'll take care of him.
You don't believe all that malarkey, do you?
Don't believe it. Listen to the guy. We got witnesses.
You ever hear the Sullivan Act?
He thinks it's a dance team at the palace.
Wait a minute. This is some kind of a frame-up.
You guys all yell frame up. Come on.
Yeah. What's going on, Steve?
Your boss had a close call. This kid nearly blasted him.
Well, it's too bad I wasn't here.
Yeah, it's too bad you wasn't.
Yeah, this hotshot comes in here waving that heater at us like we was ducks in a shooting gallery.
You want to hurt my pal Steve, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to hurt him. Why?
I'll take care of this, Rinaldi. Now stand back. Come on, kid.
Stop him, Steve. All he wants is that gun.
Dan! Leave him here. This is just a personal thing between us. Come on, forget it and give him back his gun.
No, I'd rather take him downtown.
We can settle this between ourselves.
This is out of your hands, Steve. The law's in on this one. Come on.
It's not out of Steve's hands if he don't want it to be.
Turn him loose.
Give him his gun back.
Dan, please.
See what you're up against, Dan? Better play our way.
Play our way, or you won't play at all. Well, you're a fine, ungrateful guy for the finish, Steve. I'll say that. I got a tip only a half an hour ago that Scarlett's mob was coming down here and take this place apart. So I called up headquarters and got 8 of my boys, and they're out in the alley and in front right now.
I thought you worked alone, Dan.
No. Not when I'm trying to keep a mob from shooting up the place and maybe killing you for something you had nothing to do with. And I step in and grab this kid when he's ready to bump you off and you're squawking. I'm taking him down, Steve. Tell your friends that.
You're leaving him here.
Okay. I'll leave him here, but I'm staying with him. I'll tell you something. My boys outside missed me too long, and I'm going to come in and take a look. And then you'll all go down. That's the way you want it.
What happened?
Why, he tried to bump off Steve.
No, he didn't. He didn't have to.
I saw him myself, girlie.
But he couldn't have. I told him there was no reason to be jealous.
Oh. So that's it, huh? Come on.
It's all right, kid. I'll get this straightened out. But good.
Come on, kid.
Oh, Nick and Lil, will you take Billy home?
Sure.
Get your coat, baby.
Here's your hat. Hurry back.
Thanks.
Dan! Keep me out of this.
Why should I involve an innocent party? Come on.
Well, what do we do now? Go home or go crazy?
I'm for going crazy. Let's go.
Quiet. Come on.
Hey there, Ford, go crazy. Come on, Ford.
I don't like that he's got the gun.
Let him have it. I got a witness who'll swear it belongs to the hooper. Come on.
I think I'm going to do a wingding.
You're a pretty wise sort of a lad, aren't you, Georgie?
Why?
Well, if they'd done any talking back there, we both might have got in trouble.
I'm still in trouble, ain't I?
Yeah, you're in trouble.
And I'd better not do any talking now.
But you could do yourself a lot of good if you tell me where you got that gun.
Guy gave it to me.
Who?
That's my business. Where you taking me?
That's my business. But we're going to meet a guy who might be able to tell us a lot about that gun.
Here it is, 87.
Did you ever see that man?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You know who he is, though, don't you?
No.
His name is Edwards.
I don't know him. Why should I?
No reason, except I think that gun of yours killed him. Thanks, Frank. Come on.
No, I didn't.
You and Crandall had words, didn't you?
Sure we did.
What about?
Something personal.
Did you ever fight with Scar Edwards?
I never seen Edwards.
You weren't trying to make Crandall pay you for bumping off Edwards, were you?
No.
Where'd you get the gun? Where'd you get the gun?
Let me get some sleep. Pour it on him for about 2 more hours.
All right.
Come on, you might as well tell us. We'll find out anyhow.
Well, go ahead and find out.
Come on, now tell me, where'd you get that gun?
I told you. Flanagan, you got it empty?
Sure.
Take the second one, Danny.
Thanks. Oh, Flanagan.
Yeah?
When I get through with that kid inside, put him next door, will you?
Yes, sir.
Hi, kid. Want to shave?
Why? I ain't going anyplace.
Oh, well, yes, you are. You and I are going to take a little walk. Go ahead, make you feel better.
Thanks.
It's a brand new blade. Hey, look, kid, you could do me a lot of good if you told me where you got that gun.
I told you, a fella gave it to me.
What are you protecting this Crandall guy for?
I ain't protecting anybody.
I got your whole history here.
I haven't got any history.
Well, it's nothing bad. See, used to be a prize fighter, huh?
I fought a little bit.
Mm-hmm. When you became a dancer?
What's new about that?
Worked hard. Your parents were honest, hard-working people. You've never been in any serious trouble before. Look, kid. You and I have always been friends. Why don't you open up on this guy, Crandall?
Listen, McCorn. What's between Crandall and I has got nothing to do with killing people.
He's trying to frame you.
That's just something else to add to it. I'll take care of Crandall, and I won't need a gun to do it.
Oh, you're crazy. You don't know what this whole thing might wind you up.
I'll take a chance at it.
Want to handle it yourself, huh? Well, I can't let you do that.
That's the way it'll be done if it's done at all.
I want to handle it for you, you won't let me. You want to handle it for me, I can't let you do that, so what happens? We get no place. The guy we both want is laughing at us. No easy job being a cop. You were around this neighborhood last night?
You saw me. You know where I was.
Now, look, kid, I don't want to ask you all these questions. But I got to do something on this case. Carrie.
Oh, hello, Dan.
Last night you said you got a gander at the guy that parked that truck.
I did.
Was it anything like my friend here?
Could be.
Same height?
Could be.
See? Come on, show me where you found the body.
Well, the truck was right about the middle of the block. Down here in front of that millinery store. Just a little bit this side of the entrance. And as I... But Dan, he's getting away.
That's all right. I'll catch him before he gets very far.
We'd better be getting after him.
No, I want to give him a head start. You got a match?
A match?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, sure.
How's the wife?
Well, she's fine. But you're crazy, Dan.
I might be at that. Come on.
Hello, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Joe, tell the men to play dance music next. Yes?
What about Lil's number? I've retired.
I have to call for a hoofer. Where can I get a hoofer now?
You won't have any trouble. They're a dime a dozen, my sweet.
I don't want a dozen. I want only one.
Then why don't you call up Blue and ask him to lend you one?
The people want to see a show and I have no show.
Oh, Georgie.
They let you out, huh?
You are late for the show. Get dressed.
Is Crandall showing up yet?
over. Look.
Billy.
George, are you all right?
Well, perfect.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm okay. But why aren't you doing your number?
Well, I'm retired. Yeah, didn't you hear?
Yeah, she's Mrs. Nicholas Verhausen.
No kidding. Well, congratulations. When did this happen?
Hoboken, 4:30 this morning. I got myself loaded up with giggle water, and boy, I finally did it.
I was bridesmaid.
And I was the maid of honor.
And I was there, too.
Yeah, he was there, too. What did they do to you, George?
Oh, nothing much. Just a lot of talk about a lot of bunk.
Well, did you get everything straightened out?
Sure, sorta.
Now, you, get ready for the next number.
Georgie. Joe.
Hello, tell the man George is here.
Relax, Nick. I didn't come back to go to work.
No?
No, I came back to see Crandall.
Then you didn't get everything straightened out.
No, but it'll be all right. Don't worry.
George, outside is the audience. All your friends, they are waiting for you. Please, do me a favor. Get there.
No, not me. No. I played my last show in this cellar.
Nick, you can't expect them to go on.
For me, George.
No.
No. More money you want. Good. I give you a few dollars extra.
I don't want it.
Don't want it. I put your name outside in lights. In a sign, in a big sign.
How big?
How big? That big. That. Please get dressed.
He's not going to do it, George. Are the police after you?
Don't take any chances if they are, kid.
Please, don't butt in.
I've got a license to butt in now, and I'm butting in good and plenty. How did you get out? Somebody go bail for you?
Not exactly. I took a run out.
And you want him to go out there with half the cops in town looking for him?
I'll make you a proposition, Nick.
What kind of proposition?
Look, Billy, you still got that flash dress we bought for the act?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'll go out there if you let Billy and me do our specialty.
We can't if they're still looking for you.
Oh, we may never get a chance to do this dance unless we do it quick.
Good. I will announce you myself.
What's the percentage?
Well, there's no percentage. I just want to prove how good we are for my own sake. How about it?
Okay, partner. Anything you say.
Get ready.
What kind of a clam bake are we going to do this time?
We're going to do our specialty, Maisie.
I'll help you get dressed.
Oh, I got to see this.
I bet $2 they fall right on their faces. Bet. I'll bet they'll be wonderful.
And take all you can get on that.
Steve Crandall know you got out?
No, but he will.
He's going to be burned up about it.
Well, let him be burned up. Oh, if you don't mind, I got to get dressed.
Hello. Please. Now, we have the great pleasure to present to you a sensational new dance team that never before has been seen in New York. You will love them.
Steady, partner.
You will adore them.
All right,
music.
Someplace else. What?
Looks like you lose your dough.
Oh, they're wonderful. They ought to be. They practiced that number long enough.
He's one of those fellas.
What are you going to do?
See Crandall.
What are you going to do after that?
Nick's on the talk, dance.
they getting the big time.
I'll take that bet, too.
Can't you tell by the way they dance together that they're nuts about one another?
Nuts is right.
How did he get out? I thought you had him all nicely framed.
He squealed his way out.
I'll take care of this boss right now.
Oh, no, come here. Wait in his dressing room. Give it to him as soon as he walks in. Come on. Porky, put my car in the alley and keep the motor running.
Where are we going, boss?
Certain young lady and myself are going to take a ride, that's all. Go ahead. Nick.
Yeah?
Have Billy come into my office as soon as she's through.
Yes,
Now, don't tell her or anybody else I'm in there, you understand?
I won't.
All right, go on, go on.
You were great. Everything I said you'd be.
Joe, tell the music to play Mrs.
Yes, Nicholas.
No, not you, Mrs.
Mississippi.
Yes, Miss Odyssey, go.
I'd like to see you for a second, George.
You're sensational. Nothing less than sensational. You'll be the greatest dance team in the world. Yeah, but you gotta get a classy name. That George Raft is too ordinary.
Well, what's the matter with the name?
Come, fellow.
Oh, Billy, darling.
George, you have to leave. Go by the front way, take a cab and go to my house.
Is McCorn here?
No, not McCorn. Steve. Steve is in my office and he's terrible. He's mad.
He is. That's fine.
Sure.
George, I'm going with you tonight.
Well, that's no good.
Yes, it is. Wait for me.
Be careful, George, be
You
careful.
go out and watch for McCorn. If he comes in, stall him.
No, I don't want to be involved.
You'll be okay.
Shoot.
I want to see you.
The cops turn you loose?
No, they didn't turn me loose.
What you do, make a break?
Yeah, I wanted to see somebody.
Who, the little partner he was out there?
No, you.
Me? Why me?
You know why.
Now, look, fella, if you're on the lam or in trouble, I'll help you out. I'll give you some dough. Boys will put you in a car and take you up to the post road and start you on your way to Boston.
You framed me with that gun.
That's right, but you, Porky, and I are the only ones that know that.
Why?
Well, McCorn was coming here, and I didn't want him to find it on me, so you were around. I used you as the fall guy, that's all.
So you killed Edwards?
Yeah, I did. But I got 4 witnesses to swear you did it if you're dopey enough to wait for the cops to get here. Look, fella, you're in the crack, and there's nothing you can do about it. Either blow or burn.
Well, if I burn for one, I might just as well go for 2.
Let him go. I said let him go. Come on, let him up.
Thanks, bro.
Stay there. I'm not going to give it to you like you gave it to Jim in the back. I'm going to give it to you while you're looking at me.
Get out of here quick.
Why should I?
I'll take care of this.
Hello, kid. Did you have a nice walk?
Come back to get something.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Well, as long as you caught me, come on, let's get it over
Was
with.
you in kind of a hurry to get back to jail?
Then I told him, so much trouble, so
Oh,
much.
that's all right, Nick. You can go on back.
No, I go inside and rest.
Oh,
Wouldn't you rather go outside with the customers?
Please, I am still the boss.
oh, but Nick.
All right, outside. You outside. Well, let's have it. Whose job is this?
I don't know.
Not yours?
No. Nick told me he was up here, so I came up to see him, and there he was.
I suppose he shot himself, huh?
If he did, he got the right guy.
Here's your coffee, boss.
No, take it away. I don't want it.
What happened?
What happened? He's dead. Who's
the matter? What is it, Nick? Who was somebody killed?
Don't ask me. It's terrible.
What's wrong?
Terrible. It's Steve. He's shot in my place.
Who shot him, Nick?
I don't want to be involved.
Well, I want to know.
Is everything all right, George?
I don't know, but just keep your fingers crossed.
What goes on here? Who killed the boss?
He killed himself.
He what?
Sure, he knew I was going to nab him for the Edwards killing, so he bumped himself off.
You're out of your mind.
I got enough evidence to prove it. He did it with his own gun. There it is, with one shot fired.
How could he do it with his own gun when he didn't have the gun?
He got it back tonight. I gave it to him.
Oh, you did?
I sure did.
Absolutely. This time I want to be involved. I saw him.
You know what's going to happen to you someday for being a wise guy.
Listen, hoodlum. This place is under new management. Now get out and stay out. And take your booze with you.
Didn't you hear what the lady said? Get out. No.
I'm going. Ain't I going now? I heard what the lady said.
Well, if you heard what the lady said, why don't you blow? And don't either one of you forget this. It was suicide. That's how I'm going to report it, and that's the way it is. Pull yourself together, kid.
Well, come on, everybody. We got another show to do. Nick, go out and tell the band to stall. Come on, girls, show a little pep and get up there and get dressed.
Come on. Mr. Ladislaus, Carol Zarrick's room, please.
I'm going to be the follower.
George! George! George!
So crazy about it, you can't see.
Seen Scar Edwards lately?
And that girl really got away with that suicide story, eh?
No. The cop knew she was out of her mind that night.
Oh, he did he?
Sure. She confessed the next day and got 15 to life.
Well, that's a long time.
Oh, she's out now and lives up near Albany. I see her every once in a while.
And the cop, where's he?
Dan, he married that little cigarette girl, Mary, the one that always stepped on his foot.
That's a new way to a man's heart.
She made him the biggest man on the force. He's now your commissioner.
Not Commissioner Daniel Aloysius McCorn.
That's him.
And you married the little girl that danced with you in the show, eh?
No, I didn't. I never had the chance. She was a swell kid, though. Good night.
Oh, good night, sir.